Hey guys, I just wanted to, before we start, point out a problem. I changed all the buttons like I said I would, but I noticed another problem, and it arises from the fact that we haven't actually tested the grabbing the cart system with more than one cart in the cartridge. So that's important, and I tend to do that, but um, make sure that you're testing with more than one cart in the cartridge. But I theorize that because of this incline is so close to the actual cartridge, and because we removed the glass, we're actually grabbing more than one cart, and I'll explain what I mean. So I'm gonna hit this button, which goes around and grabs a cart. Remember, and see, we're actually grabbing two carts, and we do not want that. So I think that it is because there is an incline. Um, and the incline, because the cart is a little bit more than a block wide, it still clips into the cartridge and grabs the second cart. So we're gonna fix that. We're gonna do that by creating a little bit more space here. Uh, and I want to try to do this real quick, and I want to try to do it in a way that conserves as much track as possible because I am running extremely low on track. Um, I want to have about 35 track pieces before I start on the other stuff. The uh, let's see. We've already done what was the one that we already did? We did the manual reload. Yeah, I believe we have the manual reload almost done. We need to build like boosters for it. And then I'm just going to borrow track from that and run a cart overload system pretty much on the same line so that I don't have to use as much track as it would require. Because this is actually one of the most track intensive parts of the station. So because we've done that, now we can push this part up forward. Um, oh crap, I forgot that I put a booster there. That's okay. I'll just move this booster. Uh, another thing, when I was putting in the buttons, I noticed that when there's no cart in the cartridge, the cart didn't actually make it all the way up. So we actually do not have enough speed to make it all the way to the top like I had originally thought. So we have to make a booster up here. We can make a booster up here. We could do it down there, but I felt like that was the best place. So no biggie. We'll just move this up a little bit, and again, our main goal is to try to conserve as much track as humanly possible. That's probably the best spot. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to run... Okay. We're going to run a line up and further back than we normally would. And then we're going to come around and curve into this. Now I have 40 track pieces right now, so that's pretty good. What I want to check is if our multiple carts issue still occurs, and if it doesn't, then great. If not, then I'll play around a little bit and then solve it in the next episode. Okay. Then let's try this out. Perfect. Okay, so we screwed something up because the cart didn't actually make it. Remember in the beginning when I said just build boosters, it doesn't really matter the more boosters. Well, only do that if you're near your mine, so you can go and get more iron. We can actually put glass right here if we wanted to, but I don't want to do that. Should put wood right. No, definitely should not put wood there. Okay. So let's see that again. Let's just to make sure. Let me see what happens. Come down here and watch. Oh, that time it made it. Okay. Maybe something weird happened. Let's try it once more. Just for kicks. Crap. I got in the way of the booster. Let me go over here. Didn't hit the reset plate, but that's okay. I'm just gonna... Okay. So that makes it now the main problem, because that cart should make it into the holder, yeah. Well, see, the cartridge cart is actually giving the cart a boost, the holding area cart. So when our cartridge is empty, the cart isn't getting that boost. So if I'm right, which I think I am, the cart isn't going to make it all the way back into the holding chamber. Now, I mean, if we're lucky and we're awesome, it will. But yeah, see. And without... Oh, where'd it go? I don't even know where it went. Oh. Came up here. Got stuck up there. Well, let's push it back in. Okay, so it's simple enough. I'm going to have a little bit less track than I wanted to have, but that's cool. It's actually only one less track than I wanted to have, but... Okay, so... maybe 2. So there's 4, 5... No, 2 less track than I wanted. 33. I can deal with 33. Oops. We don't want that. We want it on the other side. What am I doing? Cool. Okay, and then here is where we're going to use our redstone trick to turn this into a booster. Yeah. Okay, cool. Then we'll place the cart here, and from now on, our cart coming from the holding chamber, going to get a cart from an empty cartridge, should make it all the way back to the holding chamber. If we're lucky. Let's go check. No? I don't like that it didn't reset all the way. I'm thinking it's not getting enough speed. Wow, I have way too much crap in here. Okay. Toss that. Okay, I guess we're spending the whole episode debugging. Sorry, but this is a pretty bad bug. Like, bugs like this, you really need to spend the time to figure out, because if you don't, you're gonna end up ruining your station. Reset the whole way that time, and it made it back into the holding chamber. Once more for lols. Okay. Booster reset, and it made it into the holding chamber. Cool. So we solved that. Alright, so in the next episode, I've actually got some track. I'm gonna try to finish up this manual reloader, and we'll also build the cart overflow onto the same line of track, so that we save as much as possible. If you're not on a track budget, then try to build it on separate track lines. That way, if you're manually loading up the cart and you let's say you put one cart over the maximum capacity of the cartridge, then the cart overload system will recognize that, send a cart back. But if you're on the same line and you put in a second cart that would overload that would put the cartridge over its capacity, then the two carts would collide and you'd clog up your entire system. So try to build them on separate lines. That would solve that problem. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.